Oh God, I think I cut you off. It's going to make, here I'm going to do again. 2 movies of a short damn movie. My big thumbs, they hit everything. Okay, so this is what, this is the chicken pies, right? Okay, so this is so far, I got the onions. I've got about 6 small onions. I got that whole jar of red peppers going in, roasted red peppers. I've done about, I would say 10 stalks of celery, and I fried that up a little bit, and now I put in the pot while they were frying the onions. I put in probably a cup of butter, and then I put in probably a cup of flour and stirred that. Then I put 2 quarts of chicken broth, and I put in 1 quart of whipping cream, 2 quarts of 18%. Okay, and I stirred that up, and it's just so good. And then all the spices that I put in, I'm going to write them down, okay, on my video. So you'll see, because just to mention them, parsley, lots of garlic, Maggi, that Maggi spice I told you before about. I put in about a good quarter of a cup of that. So I'm going to get back to you again when I get this going, because actually the sauce is done now when I put this red peppers in. And what's going to go in the sauce is going to be mixed frozen vegetable, okay? And I'll tell you the amounts. So I'll let you go right now, okay? Toodaloo, I hope I don't screw it up again. Hi guys. Okay, I got mostly all the sauce is ready for the pies, okay? The chicken has already been cooked. Actually, I mixed it with, I bought a half breast turkey, and I cooked that with it. So it's going to be chicken and turkey mix. So I'm going to show you how I make dough, okay? So this is going to be for the pies, but this is going to be a lot of dough, okay? So I'm going to show you as I'm putting it in. I better watch my fingers here, or we'll be doing 3 short movies. Okay, there's the bowl, honey. Okay, now this here is 2.5 kilos of cake and pastry flour. Okay, I'm going to use the whole thing because I can freeze it if I don't use it all, because I want to make quite a few pies. And actually I sold 30 pies already to a friend. My granddaughter's boyfriend's. Oh, I made it. Okay. Now you know in this bag here is roughly 12 cups. 12 cups. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right, okay? Let's measure. Which one? No, it's the half cup. This is 2 cups. Let's see. That's 2 cups. Just so I know. I think I've done this before. 2. 4. 5, 6. 6 cups. Six, 7, 8. 8, 9, 10. 11, Look all the orange. What? That's 12. In there, I always thought it was 12. Oh, that's cute. So really, what is in here? 12. 13, 14. That's 60. This is a half a cup right here. 16. Roughly about 18 cups. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. There's 18 cups in there. I want that. 18 hell. 18 cups. I'm going to turn you off for a second. You see what I'm doing here now? I'm mixing up 14 cups of pastry, cake and pastry flour, and 6 cups of Crisco. Okay, and I've got probably a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of salt, and I've got about a quarter of a cup of sugar in here so far. Then I'm going to add water with vinegar in it. You always put that acid in there. Okay? Some people put vodka. So I want this into a nice crumbly. And when you got it at this point, just your flour and that, you can play around a little bit with it. It's not so too bad. But once you add your liquid, try to do it as fast as you can. Don't overmix, okay? You just until you get it all together, and then I'm gonna show you that too. And then I always let it rest in the fridge. And so if you're going to do it this way, use the amount. I am even in your own house. What you can do is put packages, Ziploc, and put your dough in the freezer. And you always got some dough in there to whip out and make a pie or whatever, tarts, okay? And just let it fall out. And there you go. You have it. To me, this would be the best way of doing it. You don't always have to. A lot of times you don't want to feel like doing this. That's why you won't bake. But if it's all ready for you, yeah, you won't hesitate. Take my word for it, okay? I've been where you guys have been. I've been there. Been there, done that. So I've got big punches of Crisco. Crisco's the only thing I use. I don't use lard. I don't like the taste of lard on my mouth. I don't use butter because I think you get a flakier one with Crisco. Okay? Now, can you see all that?
Let's go, woman!
What?
Let's go, woman!
What's wrong with you?
Those boys are making themselves. It's not the goddamn holiday camp here. Let's go, move it!
That's my retarded son, Mark. Most of you know him, okay? Just feel sorry for him. It's his MS. It's already gone through his brain, okay? So what we're going to do here now, I'm going to show you. I think I got all the dough. Let's follow right back. Oh my. Look at that. good as I once was. Okay. You know the pies that I have made in my business when I used to have, it was called Hoagie's Specialty Foods. Oh my God. I'll tell you. So look at, I'm going to pour my juice first. I want to wipe my hand, and then I'm going to bring it back. Now, watch, Helen, what you do. Okay, so in this 2-cup thing of water, I put in about 1/4 of a cup of vinegar. Now, I'm just going to make a hole. I'm going to use all this. I know I am. Okay, there it goes. All in there. Okay, and now we'll work from this way. You would probably say, oh my God, that's a lot of water. Well, it is, but then again, we've got a lot of dough, right? Okay. Vinegar makes it so flaky. Do you see, I'm just, with the dough, I'm just trying to get it sticking together here. We've got all this stuff here. I put ice water from the filtered water from in my fridge, you know, not the one, I don't have a fridge with that, you know, the, that container. I could use a little more water. So, you just add, you ready to go? Can you do one thing before you go?
Depends on if I'm getting dirty or not.
Well, I don't think you are. There's 2 big Ziploc bags. I just want you to go and put the ice cream in them before because it'll get freezer burnt. And that's it. Just put it in sideways. Mark, would you be able to bring me a large, one of those cold coffees? Can you carry it? Put it in a bag? Huh? Can you put it in a bag? How can you carry it? You carry coffee.
Yeah, barely. You want me to carry something even bigger?
Well, you need a bag.
A bag for what? To carry your coffee in?
And your coffee. Are you going to have a coffee here? Okay, well, so I'll have one of those, a large one. I'm working very hard.
Where are you working?
Nikki, you look really nice, honey. I'm getting sick of giving her compliments. It's just like, she deserves them. She looks great. That is beautiful. Oh, I love that.
You've seen it before.
I know, but it's so nice. Looks like you've lost weight.
Have you done a return video of your ice cream once it's in a bowl?
No, I'll have to do that. Oh, I'm still on. I'm sorry, I'm talking with my hands in the dough. So anyway, guys, this is that. Now what I'm gonna do is, do you see all that? Now I'm going to put all this in a bag, a couple Ziplocs, but I'm going to use at least half of this. Look, I just got a little flour down there. Now do you see that? Look at that. That is going to be so flaky. Okay, so once I do the pies too, you're going to see me. Now this is the pie dough recipe, okay? But you're still going to see me making the chicken pies, the chicken pot pies. It goes with this. So let me take a break for a minute. talk to you later. Hello. I'm back. Okay. This is how the sauce looks. I'll bring it here. See? In here I've got all that cream, chicken broth, red roasted peppers, frozen mixed vegetable. I cut up about 4 potatoes and wash them off and then dice them. So you can see that there. I dice them and I put them in raw because they're going to cook in the oven, right? And so there's lots of onions in here, celery. So what the heck else? Chicken broth, 18% cremo. Oh, and all the spices, yes. And also, okay, took care of that. And I'm going to set that over there. Now, have you ever seen these before? In the grocery store, the pie plates, probably 5 inches across the top. That's what I do these in. So you could do these at home. Don't bake them, and put them in a Ziploc sandwich bag, and then freeze them. And you've got pies to take out and bake at 400, which I'm going to put all down there. And it's just like fresh that you made, okay? And that's that. And I always use, I know when I put this here, it's backwards. I use Robin Hood. I use cake and pastry for the pastry, and I like rolling the dough out and just all-purpose. For some reason, I don't like to roll it in the cake pastry. It kind of sticks to my rolling pin. And this here is all the nice chicken and see all that? Doesn't that look good? Okay, so we've got that to go in the pies. And then over here, yeah, wait a minute. Let me flour my my thing here, rolling pin. So out of that dough, I'm going to take some out. It's 2 big handfuls. Now this is rested. This dough has rested about an hour and a half, if I think I'm right. Okay, I'm going to cover the rest of this dough up right now, and it's just going to sit. Okay? Okay, so I got a tray right here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dough right here for a minute. I can do this off by heart. I used to anyway. Haven't made them in a while. I sold my little business for a good profit, and right now at the fishbowl, right here in Duncan, they make the pies and the butter tarts that I've always made, and they sell them, and they make good money on them. And also they have the best sandwiches and pizza and homemade soups every day. I cannot believe it. Jeremy, my pal Jeremy, and my pal Jessica, the man and wife, they're only young. They're only in their 30s, and I can't believe how they've built their business up. Fantastic. So anyway, I'm going to show you how I'm doing this right now, okay? Okay, so see, this is probably, it's just the palm of my hand, I can feel it. And just roll it over a little, start in the middle, and I'm very lightly, and I'm rolling out the edges. Do you see that? More like the edges. And this is going to be way too big for the thing here, but I'll show you. So, you see the cup here, or the pie plate. It's going to be flaky, I can feel it. Now, I always think the bottom can be a tiny bit thicker than the top. Okay? Still got to hold everything in. And then at the top one, I like to really so you're just going to go around the edge with your hand like that. You see what I'm doing? Just around the edge, your finger can feel any dough on the side. And I shove that over there. Now, I'm going to kind of push up again, because you don't want it too thick. And when you do that, you're thinning it out a little bit on the sides. And now you got a higher thing with the thumb. And push it in towards you can feel that. Push it in towards the line on the pie plate. Okay, now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm taking a scoop of that sauce, right there like that, okay? Now, I always put quite a bit of meat, or is it meat pies or what? I hate that when you get, say a chicken pie, you can't find the chicken. Okay, so now you've got lots there. Now I'm going to put some more vegetables in, or more stuff. That's what it looks like. Looks good, doesn't it? Okay, now we're going to put a top on it. I can go faster, I'm just showing. Look, some old bitty here. Now I'm going to go, you see I hardly got as much dough. So now what I'm going to do is push it down in the middle and kind of go down up and roll it lengthwise. And now turn it around. Always have flour underneath this, okay? Because if you don't, it's going to stick. And make sure your thing here is thick. Got flour on it. Now this is a lot thinner, so I'm going to put that like that. Can you see that? Well, there goes the hands again. I hope I don't do anything. Okay. Now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going down into the pie with my fingers. Down. There's so much stuff. I always want as much as I can get in, but it starts coming out. I'm going to take a little bit of this off, and I just know you don't need it. Just kind of fold it, and just kind of push it against the sides and fold it. When you see the sauce like that, go down a little bit. And when you're folding it, you can always kind of stretch it a little bit if you feel the dough is thick, because you can take some off here. Now, I always go a hole in the middle. Now, you see that? Doesn't it look? It's going to look great. No, that's going to go there. When that is frozen, that I can bake them. Okay, so this is how I get that dough off my hands. So I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to let me see. Later on, I'll show you how they look. Okay. So, come on now, don't bugger it up. Okay, here we go. I'll see you in a little while. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought I would, where are you? I thought I'd show you again as I'm doing. I've got So far I've got 5 pies done in the fridge. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 11. I'm almost got 12 done. I seem to be on a... I'm getting tired here, so I'm slow. Usually I could... At one time, I did them a lot faster. Okay, so... I'm putting the stuff in there, okay? See that? I put all the pie filling in there. Now, let's put that there. I'll show you what I'm doing. And don't forget, when you make these pies, always mix up a couple whole eggs, maybe a little milk or cream. If you haven't got any of that, put water in it. Mix it up and put it on the top. And you're going to freeze them. But when you cook them, they're going to come out so nice and golden brown, okay? That's just what... That's chicken dough. Okay. Hands are getting sore. See lots of chicken? I'll put a little bit more in there. You have a chicken pie, you're having a chicken pie. That's how I look at it. Here's that nice piece. See, I just break it up and stuff it in the sauce. And now, I don't want them to be dry or anything. Now I'll just add a little bit more sauce on the top. Okay, just a tiny bit. Okay, so I'm going to shove that over there for a minute. Now I'm going to get a smaller piece of dough. Remember I told you that? Okay. Okay. Now I'm rolling this, and I'm trying to go to the sides, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure on there, okay? I'm just rolling it. I can roll it with one palm of my hand. But I want to do that because I want to fall over here. Well, I'm not out of it. See, very lightly, and then it moves. It's going to be nice and flaky, by the way, folks. My little darlings out there who don't know how to cook. Emily, you don't know how to cook yet? Well, maybe you can learn from Grandma Helen, okay? Okay, the fingers right down in very gently, right down in there, and it looks almost like a Mexican hat. When you got it all down, okay, does that not look like a Mexican hat right now? But we're not done. Okay, now you see the sides here. You're going to kind of lift them up a little bit and roll them over. Lift them up, like squeeze, and just roll them over a little bit. Same here, and roll them over. And if you don't have the dough, all the dough there, just squeeze. Make sure that you see the bottom crust I did first, right? Then I put the top. So make sure when you're squeezing, you see the bottom, and here's the top. Try to squeeze them together. Make sense to you? See right here, now I got some pie filling coming out. And so I really don't want that all over the stove, right? So I'm going to take part of that and go like that. And just put it against it. Take a little bit off here. We don't need all that. Okay, now I'm going to squeeze again. Squeeze again. Squeeze. Squeeze. These pies are going to taste very, very, very good. I used to have such a good business on my chicken pies. I used to make turkey pies, my beef pies. I'll make beef pies and show you. I mix roast beef with hamburger. And I always put that little hole in the top so let the air out. Okay? The hot steam in that. Now there's that little part that I folded over there. I'm going to just squeeze some more dough right there. See what I did? Okay, now that's going on the tray. Okay, so that's what I thought I'd just show you again. So I'm going to get back to you. Well, I'm going to show you something else what I'm doing here, okay? My friend is watching her weight, and so she doesn't want all this dough. So I'm going to show you what I do for her. You see that there? There's no crust on the bottom. So I did her 4. So I'll just show you here what I'm doing. So I got that. And now I'm going to put in all the, it's chicken and turkey mixed. That should be good, eh? Now this is all her protein, which is really good. Now let me get some more in here. I'll put some in this one. I should be almost done today. I've got to do, you know, those swirly potatoes, like real thin. I've got a little machine. They want that with this. God, I feel like the maid, the cook, bottle washer, housekeeper, mom, grandmother. I don't know. And then they kind of say, well, you know, in the future, Mark and his new wife, because Mark and I used to share this, the house, and then he got married a little while ago, in May, and now I'm hearing the lots, and I'm thinking, they must be thinking it, that, you know, one day Nikki and I are just going to go, maybe get a big camper and that, and you could be probably in a home and that, and I'm thinking, well, that little bugger, I always thought I was going to stay with family, you know, till I die. But maybe not. And I have never kind of been really on my own. I've always had somebody. So that goes to show to prove you never know what things are going to do. Sometimes I feel a little bad, but then again, if I'm selfish, maybe I should get the hell out of here and let them live their lives. I don't know who's going to do all the housework, the bathroom. I always check the bathroom to clean it. Anyway, here I'm mumbling on. Now, do you see that? Okay. Oh, got a little bit of sauce. I already got too much in here now. Just a little bit on the top. Okay, do you see that? Now, I just made a circle. And I'm just going to put it on top like that. It's not even going anywhere, just like that. Now she's got a little bit of dough and paper thin. Okay? Okay. So, see you in a while. Hi. See what I did with the rest of the pastry? I put it in large freezer Ziploc bags. Now I can freeze that. I'm going to freeze one right now. Tomorrow I'm going to take out probably half of this and maybe put the rest in the other one. I don't know yet. I'm going to make a pie. So see what you can do. Now you've got all this. Or you can just make a bunch of pies. So I'll talk to you again in a few minutes. There you go. That's how it looks. I did a few of those tiny little French fries. I had to do it by hand because my machine didn't work. It's a piece of crap, actually. So that's how your pie looks. Okay? So, hi guys. I look like I've been in a fight. So, play it forward. You know what I mean. You see anybody in a restaurant or something, or you know somebody that hasn't got much money, pay for something if you've got enough money to do that. Okay, it won't kill you. Love you all, and I'm tired, and I'm going take a shower and go and lay on my bed right now. It's right now it is 10 to 8 at night. And I've been going since 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Not doing bad for an old biddy, eh? So, I love you all. I'll talk to you again. Please press the like. And if you haven't subscribed, do that. I'm still at 28. How am I ever going to? I see other people in thousands. I thought maybe I'm showing you some good things. Can you tell somebody? Anybody, please? Somebody help me. Okay. I'm not going to goof around. I'm getting tired, so I'm going to start getting stupid. I'll talk to you all again, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.